Yuko pia. Habari nzuri. Hamjamaliza kazi jana ama hii nyingine? Hii kazi haishangi.
Barabara imefunguliwa. Kuna malori Barabara imefunguliwa hapo nini before from that interchange at the river up to around this.
Leo ni mimi peke yangu. Leo ni mimi peke yangu, kuna wale wengine. Sila? Mera bika.
Bita. Kalada.
Agide, ogirika.
Kita lo madung mana. Ini apa ni marah?
Umeweka kwa side. Umejipanga.
Rice pale imekuwa maji. Kubwa ni hiyo 10.
Daddy toka hapa, please. Wapi ni small sana sana.
So it's small.
Very small size. Ina
around 10.
10 eh? Yapi ndio video? Ndio ni mambichi kabwa. Mambichi.
Fresh ile ina asili. Inasemanga ile ina asili. Unatafuta chakula yenyewe. Japan fish pond. Sababu ni ile chakula unajua alafu wanametiwa chakula. Hawana uwanja kubwa ya kucheza.
Sasa hapa huyu mtu wangu tulijiona online.
Anatuambia story.
Haya ni kutoa. Amenitoa mbali.
To bring direct. Yeah, so hii ni consignment ya Sigu ilishikwa jana. So kama yake ni special, yake hata kuna mtu anakuza. Yake mimi ndio na deliver. Unajua huko ni maana. So mimi naleta yake. Bring it. So niangalie hii kaunti nyingine iko aje tena. Peter.
So mimi akiniuzia sasa naweka bei yangu.
Wewe huwezi kuwa unafanya kazi ya.
Sasa akiniuzia sasa nita calculate my price because hapo ndio nipike. Mailo ninge kijambeita. Maber, tugu ni maber sana. Tena very fresh. Hizi zilishikwa jana usiku.
Ndio nasema.
Jana jioni wanaingia gasi
kufanya hiyo interview. This clip you'll get it also because of that.
Yeah, you'll get it. I'll give you
So
everything.
that you also markets. We have what we do. Our model is sort of 80% distribution. We have a depot. We have a depot in Embakasi. So because what's happened, we have a lot of walk-in customers. Those one, that's right. Yeah, those so what we were trying to do, provide the area you go, the people you know, because you can go and do that.
I'm not complaining. Kubwa ukiweka peke yako hapa unakula. Natakana wale wanaenda kukula nyumbani.
Unajua pia mfugo si saa
how many
Yeah,
pieces?
I have record there.
Okay.
So my fresh in 40 pieces.
Gain 40 pieces.
Yes. Na hizi ni za kumi.
Kumi. So it was an upper size because it was in a 40 pieces.
Bro, I know we just bad.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm really
No,
I was 1 hour late.
no, you know, as he said, we will wait. Hata kama ungekuja saa 10 bado ningetupata hapa.
Ungepata.
We specifically introduce yourself.
Talk to him.
Yeah, you
Sahau hii mambo ya hii kamera sasa.
Ah.
Yes. So you tell us your name and you tell us the business you are doing.
So thank you very much for this opportunity and putting this together. By introduction, my name is Boaz Okeo. Just as I had mentioned earlier, I come from Rusinga Island.
Okay.
So my name is Boaz Okeo. I come from Rusinga Island. That's where my roots are. Yes, right now I live in Nairobi. And brief about the business I do. I do fish business. Just to unpack it, fish business. The model. Our model is mainly. My business. I do fish business. And my business model is around distribution. We bring fish from the lake, that is Lake Victoria. Once we receive fish in Nairobi, we do distribution to our customers. Like we do distribution here in Machakos, we do in Nairobi, we do in Kitengela, we do parts of Rongai, and we do parts of Utawala. Yes, we have done a depot in Nairobi, Embakasi. So this is purposely to take care of our customers who are doing, especially the women who does the frying business of the fish. So our model is to bring the product closer to them so that they're able to also do their business here. Yeah.
For how long have you done this delivery business of fish?
So just to mention, fish business has been my childhood dream. Yes, having been the background from the lake, I admired long time how we did fishing with my grandfather and my fathers. So when I came to Nairobi, yes, I studied the market and realized, look, there is a gap because right now what we have in the market is not enough. So we decided to bring and we look for customers. So once we get in contact, then we get your orders, then we do deliveries. Now this is active business since inception has been now for 1 year, and we believe it's going and it's going to go strong. Yes.
Okay. So how did you start now acquiring customers when you started? Give us like a brief on how you met your first customer.
Yeah, to be honest, like any other business, you have a product and you're wondering, where do you get your first customer? You're wondering, is my product really good enough to convince somebody so that he's able to buy? Those were worries and lots of questions that were going through our minds. But yes, we got our customer. Our first customers were our friends, actually, my friends and my neighborhoods. where I stay, when I brought the first consignment, we had a WhatsApp, properly known as Nyumba Kumi. So I had to share them. I tell them, you guys, see, I have products. I have fresh fish from the lake. Come have taste. And like my friends, the small network I have, they were very happy. They were thrilled with the idea. Like, you have fish? They were not sure that I have them, but I told them, yes, we have fish. So I could send them pictures of the fish, and both fresh and fried. So as they were trying to, they were increasing, orders were coming in numbers, then we say, look, we have to have a plan. We have to see how we are going to accommodate, because yes, it was not by mistake for us to tell these people we have the fish. The problem we are not quitting. We have to give them what they are looking for. Yes. So our first customers were my friends from the WhatsApp groups, from my neighborhood. Then I expanded it now to other online platforms, especially the social media, the Facebook. Though Twitter has not been that much interaction, but mostly social, WhatsApp, Facebook, yes, have been very helpful. And now my friends have been my ambassadors. When I pass, they just say, oh, some of my friends, when I meet them, after greeting me, they say, where's fish? So I've become the fishman. And I'm happy to be the fishman. Yeah.
You're a good fish, not a fishy person.
And no, of course, going with the Bible quotes. You be the fishers of men. But no, I'm fishing and bringing the real fish, because it's a nice delicacy. It's a good food with good nutrition. Yeah.
Okay. So share with us the value chain of this fish from the lake to distribution.
Yeah, in terms of value chain, a quick one is fish. Once we get it from the lake, there are people who go and do the fishing, the real fishing now, the famous fishing. They have their tools of work. They go to the lake, they do fishing. Once they catch good fish, because just for understanding purposes, fish grow, and when it grows, it has different stages. So these stages it goes in sizes. The smallest being size 0 up to oversize 10, which is very common in this market, where size 0 is denoted to have from 0 grams to 99 grams. So size 1 will be 100 to 199, up to size 9, which is 900 to 999. So once the fish has been caught, it starts to be preserved, and the preservation for fish is very natural. It's just you put it in ice, because now you've taken it from the water where it lives. Now you have to maintain the temperature, otherwise it's very easy, it's perishable, it's very easy to get spoiled. So they're put in coolers. These coolers, and they are packed with ice cubes. So these ice cubes, they should be sufficient enough, depending on where or how far or when this delivery should be done. Yeah, for our case, because we're driven with what our customers want. Our customers like our fish because it's fresh fish, and when they ask for fish, if we don't have, we just plan for the next delivery, because we don't want to give what our customers don't want. So once it is packed in those coolers, they are collected, say for a day. Then deliveries are done overnight because this is a bit far market from the lake. I think it's over 300 or 400 kilometers away. So the fish are transported, and they are transported. They are basket-like containers, woven. They are woven baskets. So those baskets is where they are put. They are packed with ice. So they come overboard. So once they reach here in Nairobi, we do collection because we can't go like daily, but distribution come to us. We pick, then we take to our center, our depot. So for the first early phase of this business, what we were doing, because we didn't have capacity in the sense that we can bring more orders than what we can hold, we used to just have direct delivery. What I mean by that is, if a customer wants 20 kgs, another one wants 30, another one wants 40, we place order of that depending with what the customer wants. Of which, in terms of our ordering quantity, we'll do maybe a little bit extra, more, just to cater for any eventuality, or in case the customer says, no, look, I'll add more. So once we get it, we do the distribution. So from our depot, two things, depending with what the customers require, happens. One, there are customers who like the way it is whole. I mean, there's nothing has been done. They like to take the intestines themselves and take off the scales, yeah, before it's being prepared for the table. So we bring it the way it is. Now there are other customers who will not want those intestines and the scales, so we'll do for them that process. So it's a very simple one, because yes, this is a fresh product, and is a fast moving, in the sense that if it's put for so long, it gets spoiled. So we mostly the preservation that is there is just purely on the temperature, which is done with ice. If at all we have to do the deliveries, for example, if we have to do deliveries today, tomorrow, and there's for today, then we'll have to do the intestine so that it doesn't get spoiled. Then we put them in the freezer. Yes.
So now we understand the value chain of this fish in your marketing also. So, what gave you the idea of now growing your tentacles to Machakos County?
That's a very good question. For any business, the dream is to expand your territory. The dream is to expand from being a local business to international, as we have seen, we've had it over the years. For ourselves, our first international, we call it inter-county. Inter-county business. So as we are moving, doing distribution within Nairobi, we get in contact with a lot of customers, and we get a lot of referrals. Yeah. So right now, like, we brought distribution now. It's open, and anybody will see these are quality products, a quality fish. Once they see it, they want to get in contact with us. How do you do it? Can you deliver for us? Yes, we welcome customers. We just do the commercial arrangements, and we are there. We deliver. So just to add on top, beyond even being inter-county, if now we consider, we view to expand it even to other territories. Yes.
Okay. So how did you know Grace now?
So Grace, I call her my mom. Yes, because first I got a contact within now the expansive network of the marketing. So she told me, look, I understand you now when you're engaging, you understand now you do fish delivery. Are you sure? Because the first question that you ask is that you do good fish and they look for you. And you see, before even I go there, there is a very, can I say, a bad custom or a bad perception with our age group. The age group that I now belong to. If you come out with a business idea and tell someone that I do this business, they first look at you. Because I don't know the perception, but they feel that maybe this kind of business is for those elderly people and all those kinds. So the first question was, are you sure you're doing fish business? Are you sure you not bring me bad fish here? Are you going to Gikomba or going to do fish from the ponds? Then I just told her, Mama, one thing is that my roots, I come from the lake. I know the good fish. When I tell you I'm bringing good fish, I'll bring you good fish. And I tell you I come from Nairobi and this is Machakos. So I will not do that expense, that cost, if I'm not going to bring you a good quality. So that's how we got engaged with her. And after that discussion, we agreed, and she told me of the online platform. Yeah, actually, she introduced me to that forum, and I said, okay, I'll be more interested to know what is going on here, and probably just to see how I can benefit. So she shared with me her page, which I like and I joined. Then after then I've been now doing deliveries. She called me, I'm like 2 days, my fish are getting over, please, I need consignment. So beyond the business, the rapport that has been there, when she called me, she knows that I will deliver. If it's not there, which is very hard, I will give her details, and she's able to also manage the expectation for her customers. So there was a day also, there was, I think, a Zoom, there was a Zoom meeting, actually recently over this lockdowns time. Then she told me, okay, there is also these guys, there's people who does online marketing. I didn't actually know by then, do online marketing. And they had a Zoom meeting, and they really trained them on how to do this online business. And now she got me into it and said, I'd love to schedule for a meeting and you guys come do interview, and here we are. Yes.
Okay. So during the lockdown, how was your business?
I can summarize in one word. Very tough. Yes, like any other business, it was challenging because the economy was going down, the economy was shrinking, people don't go to work, people don't move. You are even worried going to a local store, supermarket, and etc. So it was very difficult. But thank God, for every difficult situation, there is always an opportunity. And for COVID, I think it was a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it brought other opportunities that people actually could not see a good opportunity. Now, with the announcement of the president and subsequent gazettement of the essential services, so we got ourselves lucky that food can still move. Yeah. So we had to, with the directive, so we were able to still get our deliveries. Although, one, prices had to go high, yeah, because people were doing business in strained environment. So as the increment in cost, both the cost of the fish and other logistics along the line. So number two, people are not buying because people are not having cash. Yeah, because I remember there is sometime we brought delivery, we brought her goods, fish. Then she was saying, this one have taken so long. People are not buying. Imagine I've sold one fish or two per day. So, and you see, when these are honest conversations, when a business person tells you that I've only sold one fish, and that is where the livelihood is, it's very strange in business, and it means things are not good as they are expected. So, in a nutshell, business has been very slow over the period, but we hope things will pick as the time goes by.
So I heard you saying that she trained you on online, on online way of doing business. So how is your business doing when you are now marketing it online? Are you able to make headways, get customers you can deliver to?
Yes, just to confirm, right now, from my experience, you can't do business if you are not online. From even from an honest perspective, because you can't have fish or your product and go to every door knocking that I have fish. People will not trust it first. Yeah, people will see is something like is a joke, not even a business. There must be some connection, and the good thing now with the online is that it has brought the whole world within the palm of your hands. Yeah, you're able to see what people, especially social media. So yes, I can agree it has really expanded my customer base, but still more need to be done, because if I'm able to get like this delivery for like this one, if I can get another 10 of them, yeah, which I'm not able because the network is still growing. Yeah, it will be good. But I believe if I continue with the online interaction, I'm able to do that. So yes, it has brought me customers, but still looking for more to come on board. Yeah.
So in Machakos, how many distribution centers have you? How many people are you delivering to?
So the first one was here, to be honest. Then there's a place just the other side called Splash. So you see, the first order we brought here. So the next order when we were bringing, we said, okay, look, we have to bring extra so that we try give other vendors, see how they're able to done. So we did one. We did others at Splash. Splash is, I think, the other side of town. And we have been very aggressive talking to hotels, although that is also the other challenge, because the hotels have been really affected with the COVID. So they're saying, okay, look, we allow things to come back to normal, because you see hotels, the guests are not coming. Yeah. So we've approached a number of hotels within here. We've approached a number of supermarkets to do deliveries. Yes, some are in progress. We've also approached, there are also other vendors, the other side of town, that do now the retailing. Yeah, they also do there. So we approach. So for them now, they also look into how are their customers responding? Are they in a week? If I take 20 kg, am I able to? Because some of them I'm able to sell, because some of them doesn't have the refrigeration equipment to take long. So maybe with them, when we bring, they just fry, believing that the next 2 days they're over. Yeah. Wow. Hey, for every business, huh? Well, you know, the the business excitement is you think that you start the business and you get your first check and money just comes like this, but come rich, eh? And all those dreams you thought. But I think business has a way of humbling people from that big expectation to the reality on ground. Yeah. So, like any other business, the biggest challenge that I've ever had is where I have orders from my customers and deliveries are not coming. I have promised, I have had their commitments, they have sent me money, the delivery is not coming, the products are not coming. My calculation is how are they going to manage expectation of their customers, leave alone mine, because they have told me they're expecting from me. Yeah. So the challenge is there's a lot of logistics involved. Uh, Picking, delivering the fish from the lake to here. Logistics along the roads are inevitable. One, the truck that normally delivers the fish sometimes get broken down along the way. It means if even a delay in 1 hour, because it takes like 12 hours to reach Nairobi. So when it delays for 1 hour, it means if I am to come to Machakos by 10, I'll come by 12. You get? And maybe the customer who was the final consumer of this wanted to take lunch. Within that 1 hour, that fish will not be ready. You get? So it's very critical. Sometimes you get the fish, the truck are held by the police along the road. Yeah. So it breaks down the whole chain because we have to wait. And when it is held by the police for whatever reason, yeah, the chances of the fish going bad is very high. So as a small business, a starting business, absorbing that cost is taking you back to ground zero. Yeah. So it's very critical for us. So the challenge of the logistic, we believe, or as a business, we believe the moment now we're able to manage our own logistics, we will have control and we'll have precision in terms of timing, because it will be our own trucks, our own delivery and logistics systems. So if we have control, we know that the truck has been loaded and has left Mbita or the lake at, say, 7 p.m. We expect it goes over 12 hours unless there's an accident or there's a breakdown. And if there's a breakdown, we should be having contingency measures to plan that, okay, if this is the truck is broken down, what do we do? What is the other plan? Yeah.
Okay. And what has been your very greatest opportunity?
Chum chums, every entrepreneur and every business person always happy when you go to the bank. But more interestingly, because for a business to be sustainable, is when my customer is happy. When they give me those calls and tell me, you know, those fish that you delivered, my customer is saying, wow, they're nice. I feel happy inside. I feel motivated. Yeah, I feel, I say, okay. So when I get those calls deliver, even sometimes I'm doing other things, right? I feel that fire burning in me that, look, I need not to fail them. Because I believe that consistency plays a role in success of business. Yeah.
So, how are you ensuring that there is quality control so that you get good fish? think is overcoming on the way, where you can get bad fish in between the good fish?
Yeah, to be honest, we as a small business is a challenge that is across the board, because in terms of quality control, the equipment, the can I say the machinery, so okay, basically the equipment to ensure that this is maintained is not top notch. However, for every business, you must find a way of ensuring you maintain your level of control. So, going by history, I come from the lake and I know good fish. I've been in this industry. I know. I can tell you this fish is from the pond. I can tell you this fish is from cage. There are cages that fish are also being bred. So I have that. Besides that, at delivery, we don't. We have our controls along the delivery chain, where we only make commitment when those controls are met. If we specify that we need, like fish are coming from the lake, right? At the point of at the point of when we are making, they are being delivered, whoever is down there has to ensure that the specification we give in terms of sizes, the one from the lake, it must be from the lake in terms of the sizes. Otherwise, we don't make payment. And the packaging. Thank you for that. So the person down there has to give us they have to give us even screenshots of the delivery. You see, okay, we just try to see how we're able to maneuver, because we don't have the equipment to do this. So we have to she has to give us she's a lady, by the way, at the lake. So she has to give us confirmation, share with us pictures of the consignment coming. And we must know how many kgs are down there, because that will also a cost to us. If 30 kgs are delivered and we get 25, that's a cost. So in terms of kgs, she has to confirm that it's 30 kgs, yeah? And those 30 kgs are equivalent to how many pieces, yeah? So if you tell me 30 kgs are 20 pieces, I'm expecting to get 20 pieces, which are equivalent to 30 kg, because when they come, we have to ensure and confirm that they are on ice. If we get them the way we brought them with ice, anybody else, okay, we can confirm that the fish from the lake has been preserved all the way to here, because we can see the ice are still there. When we receive them, we have also to weigh them. So it's not that sophisticated, because we don't have the equipment yet, but we are trying to devise measures to go around them so that we ensure quality is in check. And it's something, if as business grow, yeah, we looking into it, so that the quality is maintained.
So being in business, what are your key takeaways? Especially this fish business.
My key takeaway is, first, fish business is a good business. Nutritionally, I will advise, I'll even do campaign, because there's a lot of talk around red meat and white meat. Being fish being the white meat, is more because I think, for example, me, since I started doing the fish business, I can count how many times I do red meat in my house. It's all fish. So fish is a good business. True, For business to grow, you have to be resilient. It takes time. Give it time to grow. There will be disappointment. Sometimes I do deliveries. I reach there with the good fish, the same as we brought, and someone say, no, I don't want this fish. He takes one or two and say, no, this one I can't take. My customer doesn't need this. If you look keenly from that person's conversation, he's somehow discouraging you. Because if you look at these fish, they are good. And somebody tells you this one, I only need this one. And even if he's the one who have them and take them to the open market, they will not even take 1 minute before they are all sold. So business takes time to grow. You have to be resilient. There will be those low moments. There are those high moments. Yeah. But you have to give it time, keep calm, and it will do you good. Yes.
I forgot to ask you about the types of fish you are selling. Like, how many types of fish you are selling?
Yeah, so we started with tilapia. This is tilapia. Yeah. But now as the demand grows, we also do Nile perch. Nile perch can come to the size of me. It can be as big as myself. Yes, one Nile perch can be as big as a human being. So we do Nile perch. Basically because, just as I told you, our model was to look, we are doing fish business. How different do you want to do it from the mama who is frying it along the road? Yeah. What value are we adding so that you come and buy our fish, not go to the mama selling at there? So we did a lot of research and we say, look, if you want these people now to buy from us, we have to bring even these other types so that they don't go to cucumber, because it will not make sense somebody can buy tilapia from our depot, right? But he has to go, or she has to go and buy from cucumber, the Nile perch, right? So we just say, okay, look, for us to grow the business, because yes, in terms of moving and in terms of revenue, they are different. Tilapia is a bit higher than Nile perch, but now for us to grow the business and bring everything on board, we had to bring Nile perch. So those who want Nile perch, they'll save now on going to cucumber. They'll take from us, right? And those who will take tilapia, take tilapia. So at the moment we have two types. We have Nile perch and tilapia.
So what will make me to look for boas for fish?
Give me a call and I'll be there. If you give us your order, one will have to get specification of what you want. We'll take time to understand your order. By that I mean, we want to know what you want, then we look for it. Everyone is happy when they get what they want. People don't mind paying for what they want. I have found myself several occasions paying even more, so long as I have what I want. So why you'll be looking for me is that we ensure first our customers, right, get the right product they are looking for. Two, we ensure that we keep our word. We keep our word and give you, like, let you know all along the way. Yeah, we let you know this is where we are. This is what is happening. Yeah, expect us around this time. If there's an issue, we keep our customers informed so that they are able to manage expectations of their customers who also able to do it along the chain. Why I'm saying that is because the moment you even have in supply and delivery chain, if you are not able to give as per your words, you will not get anybody to buy from you, even if you have the best quality. Yeah, right? You will say like, I have customers, but I can't sell the product because it's not there. So first, we ensure we give the quality for customers, the right one, and we give it at the right time as per the agreement. Yeah.
So my last question is, where do you want to see this business of selling fish? And also you can combine it now with selling online marketing going forward.
My dream, actually, where I see this business, my dream is to be the distribution center, actually within Nairobi, and extend it beyond Nairobi. Nairobi and environs, saying Nairobi now, Machakos, because now we do Tawala, Rongai, Kitengela, Machakos, and within Nairobi. So where I'm seeing this business is to see Jobo's Fish House be the brand name in terms of fish selling, right? I want to see this business, like if you think of fish and you think of quality fish, you think of fresh fish, you think of that sweet fish that you want to eat, what comes into your mind is Jobo's Fish House. Yes.
And about online?
Now, in terms of online, yes, with this dream, I can't achieve it with just walking, say, door to door, as I explained earlier. I believe being online will give me a big and wider platform for people to know what we do, our services, our clientele, our network, and our distribution chain. So I look forward for more opportunities doing the online marketing, yeah, online training, because I believe from here or from online, somebody even in different location will be able to see me and will be able to do deliveries. Yeah.
Kutoa scales. Ndio tu ulimaliza yote. After removing the scales, unatoboa tumbo. Unatoa takataka. Then you wash. You remove this.
sasa ni safi sana. Unaosha tara.
Okay.
Unaosha the gills, unaosha the stomach. Once it is clean, unaileta hapa kuchinjwa. Sasa hapo you slice them, and then after slicing them, like this. Where is the knife, Mary? Now you lace with some little salt for protection purposes. Then you hang to dry. You hang them there to drip. After they are dried, you bring them in the oil. So you hang them there on a barbed wire to dry. Drying kabisa, ilivyo kabisa kutoka ndani. Sasa after this, it can even stay in the freezer for a whole month. Haiharibiki.
How long does it take hapa kwa nini?
Around 15 to 20 minutes. For more than 15 to 20 minutes. Look at the meat. Angalia the special. Ndio hivyo vizuri kabisa. Look at the kubwa. Bado kidogo. Ndio kama moto yako imekuwa kidogo. Wanafanya hiyo nafasi kwa. Inaiva black ones are not being cooked today. So we have to preserve them in the freezer. So we keep them in the cold storage. So until I get the orders. Mera hapa umefanya nini?
Yourself, and the business that you're doing now.
Okay.
You talk to him.
I talked to Albert.
Yes.
Okay. My name is Grace Saduma Sigu, the proprietor of Nyaloka's Agape Fish, situated at Susu Center, Canoe Building, inside Agape General Stores.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the meaning of Nyaloka? How did you come up with that name?
I was trying to register online. So I tried with my name, then my name, maybe it has been used on my Facebook, in my email address, so it was rejected. I was told to look for another name. Then I happened to come from Nyanza, and I'm married in Kisumu. So when I'm in Kisumu, people from Nyanza are called Joloka. So I became Nyaloka, msichana wa ng'ambo, the girl from the other side of the lake.
Okay. So, when did you start doing business and how are you doing it? Especially this agape fish business?
Agape Fish started long in the year 2016 when I just retired. This place was given to me by the late Mulu Mutisia. So I own it. This place, the shop, the M-Pesa, the Agrovet, they are all mine. All those are paying me rent. So when they gave me this place, Mzee retired far much earlier than me, almost 7 years before me. So since he wanted to wait for me, then we go home together, he started the shop in the year 2000, when he had around 4 years to go. He retired in the year 2006. So he started the shop, it picked so well. So this place was occupied by somebody else until 2016, when we started the fish business and hotel business. Then I took over. This place was on the other side, where there is the Agrovet. So it picked up so well until the COVID. That is where the challenge came. But I moved here before the COVID because I had a friend who wanted to use that place, or he wanted to use here. Then I thought it is not easy for her to share one door with Mzee. We may disadvantage her. So I had to move this side, leaving the other side for her, where she's now having the Agrovet. So the challenge came in this year, March, when we were forced to close down. I had some fish in the freezer. I didn't know when to close down and how long we shall close down. So I thought of, how do I sell? Nikaanza na kuchukua picha ya samaki naweka kwa Facebook. Sio Facebook, WhatsApp, in my status. You know, when you put it in your status, it goes to everybody who has your contact. So I sold the remaining fish through that. And I was doing that. I even posted some on my Facebook, like my say. And then my story. They call it your story. So I posted my story on the Facebook. So my story went wild. So many people liked it. And then this supplier saw it. Then he thought, so somebody's selling fish in Machakos. I appended my telephone number. Then he called me. I told him my name, what I do. Then he told me he also brings fish from Bita. And he wanted to venture into Machakos market. So I told him I cannot commit myself unless I see the type of fish you are selling, unless I test them. Because even the Chinese fish, they look the same. They resemble, you can never know.
What do you want?
I pick it when he called me.
Yes. You're talking to me. Don't ask.
Yeah, he called me. I introduced myself. I asked him to bring that fish so that I can taste it. Because from the taste I can know this is Chinese and this is Lake Victoria. So when he brought me the first consignment, I bought for my own use in the house. It was so good. Then I told him, you can bring me more. He brought me more. I posted on my Facebook. Then we had just learnt about taking your market further online. So Grace calls and Grace tells me, I want to help you move ahead with your sales. I told her, it's okay. How about doing this way? Advertise it this way. She gave me samples. How about opening your own business Facebook account? I don't know how to open. No. Then she told me, I will teach you. She taught me. I'm a fast learner. She taught me, and there I was. And before long, everybody was calling. Can I have 2? Can I have 3? And before long, I was selling like, I don't know. So this man is my savior. He gives me very good fish, very excellent tilapia. You know, Mbita fish is a bit salty. They have natural salt. They are nice. They are very sweet. So my customers were satisfied, and I'm also satisfied.
So before you got him, where do you used to get your fish?
I used to buy from Kikomba in Nairobi. But you could realize that within the number of fish you bought, half could be good fish, half bad ones. Yani they mix. They mix with Chinese, but they sell you at the price of Lake Victoria fish. So I was sort of disappointed.
So how was the market then when you were selling the one from Kikomba compared to now?
One thing, they are very expensive. I could sell ndio, lakini not getting the much profit that I'm getting now. I could also sell, but they were moving so slow because when you taste, sometimes you taste the other bad one. You don't feel like coming for another one. But this one, they taste and the one, can I have another one next week? Somebody was telling me, I want to be buying 2 every week. I'm calling her now. She can now send for the 2. So every Saturday I'll be giving her 2 pieces of fish.
So before you met Boaz, for example, how many fish were you selling per day during that time?
Before I met Boaz, I called him Jambita. Before I met Jambita, I was not selling much. I was not selling a lot. It could be maybe 3 per day. Some days went by without any sale. Especially weekends, Saturdays I could sell a lot. But other weekdays I could go without maybe a sale, maybe 2 or 3. If I buy 1 consignment, I could take maybe 1 week before I finish. But this time I'm buying double, almost 3 times what I used to buy. And within 1 week zimeisha. Ninamuita tena. Nikibakisha kidogo nampigia simu. Like the whole of last week I had no fish to sell because he was also busy constructing his warehouse. He wants to have a big place so that the fish can come from Nyanza to that place. People can buy from him from that place. And due to the fact that he was so busy, I missed that week. I didn't have fish. But he has come today.
Yes.
Uh,
So tell us the challenge that you've had with the fish business.
One big challenge is you have to market it well. If you don't market it well, it doesn't go. And then I don't like food staying in the freezer for more than 1 week. So I want to clear it within that 1 week. Ziwe zimeenda kabisa. So the challenge is how to market it and to whom. Another challenge is the pricing, because the pricing is not the same. To this week they are cheaper, the other week they are a bit expensive. There's a time they are very expensive, depending on how they buy them from the lakeside.
And what opportunities did you see now starting a fish business in Machakos?
There are very many opportunities, only that we are limited. Because we can do more with the fish business. You can have fish fillet, you can have fish sausages from the fish, but it needs a lot of money to make that factory. You can even chicken feeds from the fish, from the remaining bones. You can crush them and make chicken feed, but you know our ability is limited. Yeah, but if I can be given a kick upwards, I can manage that. But I'm happy. I'm happy the way I am.
Like now, for the opportunity I'm asking you is, why did you start a fish business in Machakos County? Why did you start?
Because there are so many fish eaters in Machakos. People like fish. And nowadays, people are sick. Most people are diabetic. They are told to insist on white meat. That is an opportunity. I'm helping them to get the best white meat from the fish. So if it's not the chicken, it's the fish. And then another opportunity, people feel that bright people eat fish. So when you want your child to be so bright in class, so good in classwork, you must feed the child on fish. So I really wanted to give them the best. I like fish. But there came a time I could not eat fish so well, because one day you get a very good one, very tasty, the other time haina taste. So it put me off until I found Bwana Boaz Jambita. That gave me the best fish. Very juicy, very fresh, very nice.
Okay, now let's go to the online training that you had with the News and Media. How did it help you? And how did you do it?
The online I had with the Newsline was done through Zoom. I was just in my house. Kemboka was in her house. Grace was in her house. My other interviewee was also in her house. In fact, we only met once during our training. And it was well done. Before that, we had been trained on how to use Zoom, how to download it, and how to use it. We had been trained by Grace. And so I was told how to speak, when to speak, what to say. Yani, you mute yourself, you unmute yourself. Those are the terms I learned when I was doing the Newsline interview. But it came out so well because it went so viral. People who saw me were full of congratulations. My son was calling me a Mkikuyu. Unajua, they believe Kikuyus know how to look for money. So we didn't know that we had a Mkikuyu in the family. That is me. It went so well. People read it, people listened to me, and it also gave me a boost.
So what did you learn from that online training where you were trained on how to market yourself and to market your business through online platforms?
I learned a lot. With the COVID pandemic, you need to get to your customers where they are on a very safe environment. They don't come here to eat. I even deliver. They get my contact, they call. I'm in such and such a place, and then I have a pay bill number, 701080. So I give the pay bill number, they pay, then I send. They pay, then I send. So imenisaidia sana. The Newsline interview on Zoom was so good.
So you don't have to worry yourself taking the product to the customer,
To the market?
to the market.
No. The market is online. Like now, I have even posted on my status, I'm in the factory. That is what I said. I'm in the factory manufacturing fish. That is what I've just said on my status. So I've placed raw ones, sliced, and I'm now going to place the finished product.
So after posting, like how many calls will you get per day?
Yesterday, I had 5 calls, which I've already supplied. Because I told them to wait for fish up to day noon. Tayari, I've supplied.
The 5 of them?
The 5 of them. And there's another lady who just called before I came here. I'm going to prepare to send to her. There's another friend from Mua. She says she'll be coming here. When she arrives in town, she'll call me. I'll wait for her.
So, like per week or per month, how many fish are you able to sell with your online and online marketing?
Like, let's talk about today.
Today?
It just arrived, isn't it?
Yes.
And as we talk now, I've already sold 10 pieces. As we talk now. The boy has gone with 4 to 2 different people. There is another lady coming for 4. That is 8, and that lady from Moore Hills is coming for 2. That is 10. I've just sold it just now. It is not even, the day is not even gone. Yeah. From noon to this time, I've sold 10. And that is a big plus. It's a big plus on this business. I never used to sell like that.
Okay. So, how do you want to see your business growing from here?
Without interruptions of any kind, I really want to venture into this business. I love it. You know, I've taught for many years. People are wondering, how did you leave teaching? Why didn't you start your own school and then continue the teaching? You know, I wanted something different. You know, with the teaching, you have to be there 100% for the child. I've retired. I wanted to relax. I wanted to do what I want to do at the time I want to do it. So if it is a matter of coming to prepare fish, I come at the time people have called. I come and prepare and I keep. I go and rest in the house. There'll be no child getting injured here because I was away. It is something somebody can even do on my behalf. But with a child in class, I have to be there. Sit with the child. Try to drill the child from point A to point Z, which I said I had done enough. I've taught children who brought me their children, and if I continued, I could be teaching great-grandchildren. No, that was too much. Yeah.
Okay. So, what has been your main challenge of selling your fish?
And so far, no much challenge, ila to market. The big challenge is the market. You have to work extra hard to get that market, and then retaining your customer. is another big challenge. Retaining your customers. Daddy, please.
Excuse me? Okay.
Retaining your
Excuse me.
customers is a very big challenge.
Can you say that again?
The biggest challenge is customer retention. You must have them. And for you to retain them, you must supply them at the time they want to be supplied, and you must give them the best. You know, sometimes fish delays. Like last week, it delayed. Most of my customers were forced to go to the supermarket. But one good thing they say, the supermarket, they don't know for how long they have stayed in the freezers. So they always come back. They always come back.
So what gives you an advantage of selling fish in Machakos against the rest who are selling maybe in the market or someplace?
One thing, I'm a Luo, we are born with fish. So we know how to make it. So you make for somebody and they go and taste, they find something so good. Another thing, friends. I have so many friends. Another thing, online networking has even given me a very big boost. Yeah. Because my friends also have their friends. So as they like my page, their friends will see from them. So it will be a network of sort of a network. Yeah.
Okay. I know you've talked about this in that previous question that I asked you, but I want you to speak on that specifically. How do you ensure that your customers are getting quality services from you?
One thing, I do it myself to make sure the quality is superb. I go into that kitchen myself. Even if somebody else will do the remaining work, but the washing and the preparation is done by me. Because if you leave somebody to wash it for you, they don't know how to wash it well. So I do it myself. Maybe the frying, dipping in the oil they can do, but that first preparation, removing the scales, opening the stomach, removing the intestines, washing the gills, I have to do myself. That is to ensure good and clean fish.
Okay. So give us the value chain of from when you receive this fish until you deliver now to the market, to your customers.
To my customers. Formerly, I used to go for it in Nairobi, but this time I'm happy. The man brings up to the door. I pick them. He gives them, they are put in sizes, from the smallest size to the biggest size. Then he costs them. After I've paid him, I'll also have my cost, because I know if I price this one this way, I'll get this profit. From there, they go into washing. Even the ones that are not supposed to be cooked today must be washed, must be removed the intestines, and washed very clean. Then you preserve them. Then you prepare what you want to prepare for the day. You wash kabisa. Then you slice them into segments. You put a little salt for preservation. Then you deep fry in clean oil. I don't reuse the oil. What I've used today, I will not use tomorrow. I don't reuse. When you reuse oil, the result is not so perfect. They become dark. So if you want them to be very bright and nice, use very clean oil.
So where do you want to see your business in the next 5 years?
High up there. Very high up there. But you know, it's just a hobby. It's just a hobby. I'm better off without this. I just want to wake up to something. I wake up than just waking up and sitting in the house. I just want to wake up to make myself busy somewhere. So with or without it, I'm okay. Sina mtoto shule. I don't have children in school. I don't have children in colleges. My last born was born in the year 1984. And she is working, she has her own children. Yeah, and I have my pension, which is not so bad. I can live on it, but I just want to make myself busy. So I'll take things very slowly. Wherever God will lead me to be, I'll take things up to that level. Mm.
I think you're good. It's covered. You've covered it so well.
Mm-hmm. This is now the final product.
Yangu? 0722788.
Niteka photo tena. Ni Zoom? Okay. Nataka kuweka kwa WhatsApp. Kwanza WhatsApp my status. Then I send. Then I want to write something on the status. Then I write a caption. Then I say this is the final product. You see? Shaenda.
That is
Then I can send to
BC.
Masaku Sokoni.
Before Corona. Before Corona.
Soko online. So now you can now send for your fish. nataka kutuma kwa Facebook.
Good.